Have you ever wondered why the world must sleep and wake, why warm days fade to cool ones, and then, as if by ancient magic, return once more? In the old tales, it isn't merely the turning of our planet, nor the quiet order of months, but the heartbreak and hope of gods that shape the gentle revolutions of the seasons. Tonight, we wander softly into that story, the tale of Persephone, whose journey painted the world in color and sorrow and spring. Listen closely and let the world around you dim just a little. It begins, as so many stories do, nestled between gentleness and quiet wonder. Persephone, daughter of Demeter, was loved by all. She walked in meadows flecked with golden crocus, laughter drifting with the wind and the sun, her hair a stream of midnight or sunlight, depending on the telling. The earth itself seemed eager to bloom beneath her feet, colors bursting forth as if to delight in her every step. There was a gentleness to her curiosity, an innocence, not naivety, but the kind of optimism that believes in blooming over and over again, no matter what winters may come. But as Persephone wandered those meadows, a quiet watching lay beneath the earth. Somewhere deeper, in caverns untouched by sunlight, Hades, the lord of the Underworld, saw her radiance and felt a longing, a loneliness only the light can awaken in the shadow. All around Persephone, the world sighed, sensing the change that hovered at the edge of the season's breath. One day, as she gathered wildflowers, Persephone noticed a curious dark bloom, a flower unlike any she'd seen, its petals shimmering with a silent invitation. Her fingers brushed its silky surface, and at that touch, a rumble echoed beneath the earth. Suddenly the ground yawned open, and before she could draw another breath, Persephone was swept away into darkness. The bloom left swaying, its secret spent. In the world above, the air chilled overnight. Sunlight shrank back from the fields, uncertain. Demeter wandered endless circles in search of her daughter. No longer did grain ripen or buds promise fruit. Each day, the land grew more silent, breath held in the balance between presence and absence. The world waited, longing for the comfort Persephone had brought. Beneath the earth, Persephone moved through halls lit by the gentle glow of gemstones and strange, pale fires. Hades greeted her, not as a conqueror, but with the hesitant kindness of someone who has learned to speak quietly, lest he frighten the very thing he admires. There were gardens even in the Underworld, delicate white blossoms grown with care, as if to offer memory of daylight. In this place, Persephone listened to stories carved in stone, to whispers of souls at rest and those still searching for peace. Everything moved unhurriedly, patiently, as if even time slowed its heartbeat in these shadowed halls. Persephone mourned the sun, and yet within her, springs of curiosity bubbled up. In the soft conversations with Hades, she heard not just the cold finality of death, but the tender guardian who cradles lost things. She began to care, in her own gentle way, for those who lingered in the shadows. She would gather the pale flowers every morning, arranging them in spirals, bringing quiet order where sorrow might otherwise settle. With every small act, she lightened the heavy air, bringing the faintest memory of meadows to the Underworld. But above, Demeter's grief deepened. Her heart ached for her daughter, but also for the world that had become brittle and barren. The gods took notice, for humans began to hunger, and even prayers felt thinner, faded by the unkind cold. Zeus, unwilling to let mortal hope wither entirely, called for a council. There, Demeter made her plea. Return my child, or the earth herself will sleep forever. A bargain was struck. Persephone would return, but only if she had not tasted a thing from the underworld. Hades, with a gentle sorrow, offered her a pomegranate. Hungry from her sojourn, and perhaps drawn by the strange sweetness of this place, Persephone ate 6 shimmering seeds. 6, the number of months she would remain below, honoring a pact between the warmth above and the quiet below. So it was decided. For half the year, Persephone would rise, and with her the earth would waken. Flowers would brush the hills, grasses would ripple, fruit would fill the orchards. Demeter's laughter would ring again. But for the other half, Persephone returned below, carrying solace to the shadows, and above, the earth would linger in memory. Leaves would fall, rivers would grow pensive, the world would gather itself close, waiting once more for her return, and thus the seasons found their rhythm. Each year, the world tells in quiet color and slow renewal the tale of Demeter and Persephone, love, separation, and reunion. Not a tale of endless sadness, but of hope sown deep, so that every winter cradles within it the promise of spring. Persephone's journey became a gentle reminder that even in absence, there is preparation for return, that rest, loss, and reunion are all threads woven through the tapestry of time. Perhaps, as you listen, you can feel a softness in the world around you now. The quiet pulse of soil beneath the cool grass, the patient stirring of seeds in the dark. Life, waiting for the gentle touch of a returning goddess, for the warmth of reunion. And in you too the seasons turn, gently, without hurry, reminding you that every ending is but a resting place for beginnings yet to come. When you wake tomorrow and taste warm sunlight, or hear the hush of rain against your window, you might recall Persephone's journey, how descent gives shape to ascent, how darkness cradles the longing for light. This is the gift of her story, that even as flowers sleep, they do not despair. They wait, quietly certain, for the step of hope upon their meadow. And so tonight, let every breath come gently, as if the earth itself is resting, preparing for wild bloom. Let Persephone's gentle wisdom seep into your dreams, that kindness can flourish in any realm, and warmth returns again and again to hearts that remember how to hope. Let peace settle over you, like petals folded for the night, and know that even in winter's hush, the promise of spring is waiting, quietly, just beneath the surface,